Amsterdam, the Dutch capital full of culture, history, art, and fun. The Amsterdam canals are one of the most iconic features of Amsterdam. They form a network of over 100 kilometers of waterways, dividing the city into different neighborhoods. The canals are not only beautiful to see, but also functional. They were originally constructed in the 17th century, when Amsterdam was one of the richest and most powerful trading cities in the world. The canals served as transportation routes, defense lines, and water management systems. Today, the canals are a source of recreation and relaxation for both locals and tourists. You can take a canal cruise, enjoying the views of historic buildings, bridges, houseboats, and parks. Or you can rent a boat and explore the city at your own pace. A canal cruise is a great way to get to know Amsterdam and is a must-do for any visitor. But you can also start your adventure with a bike ride along the canals. Feel the freedom as you pedal through the city streets, where every turn reveals a new story. With more bikes than residents, Amsterdam is the undisputed bike capital of the world. Continue your journey to the Van Gogh Museum, a temple dedicated to the tragic genius. The Van Gogh Museum is devoted to the life and work of the famous Dutch painter Vincent van Gogh, who had a major influence on modern art. Van Gogh was a talented but tormented artist who struggled with poverty, illness, loneliness, and mental health issues. He even cut off part of his own ear after a quarrel with his friend and fellow artist Paul Gauguin. Despite his tragic fate, Van Gogh created over 2,000 artworks, most of which were recognized and appreciated after his death. At the Van Gogh Museum, you can admire more than 200 paintings, 500 drawings, and 700 letters from Van Gogh, as well as works by his contemporaries and friends. Here you can see his famous works such as Sunflowers, The Starry Night, The Potato Eaters, and The Bedroom. Then take a break in Vondelpark, Amsterdam's green oasis. Every year, millions of people come here to enjoy nature, culture, and the laid-back atmosphere. It's a place where the city slows its heartbeat, and you can escape the hustle and bustle. Real art and culture lovers take note, because in addition to the Van Gogh Museum, there is also the Rijksmuseum. The Rijksmuseum is the largest and most important museum in the Netherlands, and one of the most visited museums in the world. The museum has an impressive collection of over 1 million artworks, artifacts, and historical objects, reflecting Dutch history and culture from the Middle Ages to the 20th century. The museum is especially famous for its paintings by Dutch masters, such as Rembrandt, Vermeer, Van Gogh, and many others. The highlight of the museum is Rembrandt's enormous painting, The Night Watch, depicting a 17th century civic guard company. The painting is so large that it takes up an entire wall, and so detailed that you can see every facial expression, garment, and accessory. Something completely different, but still very unique, is a visit to Madame Tussauds always worth it. Pose next to wax figures of celebrities and historical figures. It's like walking through different eras and worlds, all under one roof. Or visit Artis, the Museum of Nature in the center of Amsterdam, where you can admire all kinds of wild animals and plants. Reserve a separate day to stroll through to Kalverstraat Leidseplein, where fashion and history meet. From the latest trends to timeless souvenirs, here you'll find everything to make your memories of Amsterdam tangible, or take home a piece of Dutch pride with a bouquet of tulips or Dutch cheese. The last and absolute must-do is eating typical Dutch Stroopwafels. Stroopwafels are a delicious treat that you absolutely must try when in Amsterdam. Stroopwafels consist of 2 thin waffles with a layer of syrup in between. They are sweet, sticky, and crunchy, and taste best when warm. You can buy them fresh from one of the many street vendors, or take them as souvenirs. A good place to eat your Stroopwafels is at Dam Square, the central square of Amsterdam, where you can also admire the Royal Palace, the National Monument, and the new church. The Dam is the heart of the city, where there is always something to see or do. It's a perfect place to end your trip to Amsterdam with a Stroopwafel in your hand and a smile on your face. We hope you enjoyed this video and are inspired to visit Amsterdam yourself. If you do, let us know what you thought and what your favorite places were. Also, don't forget to check out our top 5 places to visit in Paris and immerse yourself in the beauty that Paris has to offer. Finally, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and see you next time.